Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A fire burns at a Rockford home, causing extensive damage. We talk with the fire captain. He shares more details on their investigation to see what ignited the blaze.
The more, that we work with the community, we try to give back as much as we can.
Hundreds of turkeys are given away thanks to a Rockford native. More on Fred Van Vliet's turkey drive a little later. Rockford professionals put their dancing shoes on, all to help raise money for a local nonprofit that helps anyone that needs mental health services. We'll show you some of the familiar faces that spun the night away. Good evening, I'm Alexis Carpello. A blaze breaks out in a Rockford home, causing major damage. Rachel Perry was there. She joins us now. Rachel, what did the captain tell you?
Alexis, so far we know 2 people were inside the home on Chartwell Drive when the fire started around 11:30 today. Both were able to escape and neither are injured. Rockford Fire Department Captain Brian Carlson tells me the fire was coming through the roof of the garage, spreading to the 2nd floor when they arrived. This is a look inside of the home. The blaze caused a lot of damage, but the cause of the fire is still under investigation.
When we got here, the home was fully involved. The whole 2nd floor had fire showing. Fortunately, all the occupants of the home were out, so there was no life safety issues. We were able to get it under control relatively quickly. It's still under investigation at this time.
I spoke with both occupants on the scene. They say they are physically okay. The fire caused $150,000 in damages, and the Red Cross will now be helping the homeowners. Alexis?
All right, thanks, Rachel. I-90 is shut down for hours because of a crash. Boone County Fire Protection District 2 chief says the westbound lanes of I-90 will be closed for a while. They're asking travelers to avoid that area. We reached out to Illinois State Police for more information on what happened. Fred Van Vliet is playing the Golden State Warriors tonight, but he still wants to make sure some Rockford families can cook up a golden turkey. He wasn't here in the Forest City today, but the CEO of the shop tells us 500 turkeys were given away at their store on State Street. The turkey also came with macaroni, corn, and green beans. Organizers tell us they try to give back to the community as much as they can.
It's always important to give back. We've been blessed to be in a position to where we're able to, so any chance we get, we try to give back. We're coming off a rough year with the pandemic and everything, so any weight we can take off the family's shoulders, we'd be more happy to do that.
This was the 4th year of the turkey drive. They tell us they hope to keep the tradition going for years to come. A Rockford church gets a new home and is on a mission to help spread their voice in the community. Freedom, a church without walls, cut the ribbon on and opened their doors for the first time today on School Street. The church tells us their goal is to impact, empower, and engage the community in hopes to help reduce violence. They say the deeper meaning to their name is that there are no boundaries and no limitations in their message. We caught up with the senior pastor today.
So I'm excited about being pastor here in Rockford, a new city that I'm unfamiliar with, but it is a city that I will get acquainted with.
We'll have a link to the church's Facebook page in this article at mystateline.com. A family gets the keys to their new home today, all thanks to a Habitat for Humanity. The homeowner was approved for a home back in 2019. Today, she got to walk through her new front doors. The executive director of Habitat for Humanity tells us watching families start a new chapter in life is rewarding for her and all of the volunteers.
So today is the day where we get to bless her home, come together and celebrate the volunteers and the work that this has been completed on this project. So really the whole process is exciting, but today really is just the culmination of everyone's hard work and that day where everyone can just take a sigh of relief and be like, this is your new home.
The group has built 6 brand new homes from the ground up. The Tabala Event Center was packed with residents waiting to see some of Rockford's finest dance their way across the floor. The 14th annual Dancing with the Rockford Stars has a 1920s theme this year. 5 local celebrity couples, including our morning anchor Whitney Martin, hit the dance floor. The dancers helped raise money for family counseling services. Every dollar equals a vote for a duo. Although last night was all about having fun, organizers tell us the real purpose is to collect funds to help the community by offering mental health services.
It's very, very important that we all focus on mental health services these days. And it's very important for us to focus on mental health services of the people that can't afford it. We need in our community to take care of our neighbors.
We'll have a link in this article for more information on family counseling services at mystateline.com. For many of us, this Thanksgiving will look much different than last year when many of us had to cancel our plans or limit our gatherings to a small group. Anna Warnicki reports the health experts seem to be okay with our return to normal as long as we've been having our shots. She's keeping you connected to the nation's capital.
Good evening. As we head into the holidays, experts say those big family gatherings are okay if you're fully vaccinated. And for many Americans, that means it's time to get your third booster shot. To the millions of Americans who plan to reunite with loved ones this holiday season, White House Chief Medical Advisor Dr. Anthony Fauci has this message.
For the people who are vaccinated, the people who can get boosted, enjoy your holiday season with your family, indoors, grandparents, children. Do it.
Dr. Fauci said on CNN's State of the Union that fully immunized Americans can safely celebrate the holidays indoors and maskless. But he warns that full immunization for some may include the Pfizer or Moderna booster shot.
Well, 2 shots for a time frame means you are fully vaccinated. When we started to see the immunity start to wane, we said people should get boosted.
On Friday, the CDC approved the Pfizer and Moderna COVID-19 vaccine booster shot for all Americans 18 years and older, even those in good health. However, all this good news comes with a warning.
We're in a better circumstance, but we're probably not as good as we should be.
Former FDA Commissioner Dr. Scott Gottlieb told CBS's Face the Nation that as states begin to lift mask requirements.
I think we need to be mindful that when we lift these restrictions, we may have to re-implement them if things worsen.
Gottlieb says that with the return of holiday gatherings and cooler temperatures, health officials will be watching closely for a surge in COVID cases in the coming weeks. Dr. Fauci says parents should also start thinking ahead. He says if children between 5 and 11 start getting vaccinated now, they'll be fully immunized by Christmas. For now, in Washington, I'm Anna Warnicki. Back to you.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Well, we end our Sunday night on a mostly clear sky. A little less wind, but still rather strong out there. A live look with our Mercial Skytrack camera now looking off to the west as we see that clear sky here this evening over downtown Rockford. Rockford had a peak wind gust today between 50 and 60 miles per hour, and those winds are still gusting in some spots. 35-mile-per-hour wind gust in Janesville, 37 in Monroe, 32 here in Rockford, and 35 right now in DeKalb. So it is still windy out there, and despite that temperature today climbing into the mid-50s for some of us, those numbers have dropped back thanks to that wind. Now our wind gusts will stay strong for the next couple of hours. Really won't be until about midnight that we start to see that wind speed begin to subside just a bit. It'll come down through the night, but still remain elevated at about 15 to 20 miles per hour during the overnight and then into tomorrow morning. So this will really play a number on our wind chill factor tomorrow morning too. As high pressure moves closer to us by tomorrow evening, the wind speed does begin to subside, and we'll actually see that wind turn light as we head into tomorrow night. Now I mentioned the wind chill. This is what I want you to pay attention to. Outside of that strong wind gust this evening, it's also the wind chill tomorrow morning. Look at this number down into the single digits here. It's right around midnight tomorrow morning. 7 is what it could feel like in Rockford, 6 a wind chill in Janesville, Freeport, 3 in Monroe. So dress appropriately tomorrow as the kids, as you get yourself out to the door tomorrow morning, because it is going to be cold. Even though that wind speed coming down, we still could see those wind chills drop back into the single digits. Little improvement during the afternoon tomorrow, but tomorrow's temperatures will be a good 20 degrees colder than what we felt here this weekend. And that colder air, you can see that funneling in here across much of the Midwest, the Great Lakes. Not only that, but it's dry too. Strong high pressure coming out of central Canada, bringing a much more dry air mass overhead. So this could actually allow The dew point temperatures to drop down into the single digits for a time tomorrow. So you might notice it also feeling a little more dry tomorrow and tomorrow night. Reason for the wind, strong low pressure system to the northeast, strong high pressure system here moving down across the high plains. The difference in pressure between those two really increasing that wind. As those two kind of move further apart and weaken a bit, our wind speeds will weaken as well. 42 our temperature in Rockford, 35 right now though in Galena. 37 in Monroe, still at 43 for our weather watcher Ben in South Beloit. We're down to 18 degrees tonight. Tomorrow we're in the low to mid 30s for the afternoon. Winds not nearly quite as strong, 35 degrees for our high. It is going to be a cold one, but at least we'll see some sunshine. Now I do think we see a little more cloud cover move in for the afternoon, just as that high pressure system is to our northwest, and notice Futurecast indicates that for the afternoon. So we'll call it a partly cloudy day tomorrow, but we are going to stay dry. Tuesday is also going to be another dry day, but the wind will start to pick up, this time shifting around to the southwest for the afternoon and night on Tuesday, and Wednesday is going to be another windy day too. Cloud cover will be on the increase. You've got plans to travel here for Thanksgiving. Okay, these next couple of days. Wednesday we could start to see a couple of showers work in, a few sprinkles during the afternoon, but I think late Wednesday night and overnight we've got a chance for a few showers that could move in. Cold front, the reason for that, colder air coming in behind. We got a chance for a few snow flurries to mix in early Thursday. Wind is also going to pick up Thursday afternoon, but the afternoon is expected to be dry. It will be cold. Look at this up and down here on the 7-day forecast. 35 on Monday, 45. That's after starting off at 16. So another night where we've got those temperatures in the teens. 53 on Wednesday, but then we're back down in the 30s once we head towards Thursday. We've got low 30s for Friday, and then just a slight chance, Alexis, for some showers as we work into the upcoming weekend.
Now, the Napleton Sports Desk with David Greenberg.
Well, lots to get to today. We've got some football, some hockey, and some basketball. Let's just jump right in. Start in Chicago, where the Bears lost in the absolute most joke of a Bears way possible. We'll start with this play here in the third. Fields going to take off, and as he goes down, gets injured. He left the game, did not return, so it's Andy Dalton in at quarterback. Now let's go to the end of the game. 4th and 11 for the Bears. Dalton takes the snap, and there's a wide-open Marquise Goodwin for a touchdown. 2-point was no good. The Bears were up 4, but there's still a little time left for the Ravens. The Bears defense absolutely implodes, letting the Ravens get to the 3-yard line on 3rd and 12. That sets up a Devontae Freeman touchdown, and that was the game. The Bears lose in tragic fashion to the Ravens, 16-13.
You got to finish. You got to be able to end the games and close them out, and in the end, it's situational football. You have the lead in 2 games to be able to close it out and win both of those games, and we didn't do that.
I knew that God had me here in Chicago for a reason. Football is part of it. There's more to it. It's being the good teammate, being a guy in the locker room that guys can lean on, and staying ready for the next opportunity.
And up in Minneapolis, the Packers were taking on the Vikings. This one was a shootout. Go to the 4th. Here's Rodgers floating it for Davante Adams. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He had 7 catches for 115 yards. Vikings responded on a Kirk Cousins touchdown to Justin Jefferson. That was his 2nd touchdown catch of the game. But as we know, you can't count Rodgers out. He finds Marquez Valdes-Scantling, who breaks free for Rodgers' 4th touchdown pass of the game. But the Packers defense can't get the stop. The Vikings move down the field, and Greg Joseph boots through the game-winning field goal as the Vikings outlast the Packers 34-31. In a loss, Rodgers aggravated his toe, gave an update in the press conference.
No, and I've had turf toe. It's a little worse than turf toe. I'm just going to have to get through the bye and hope I can get some healing. Very, very painful. Got stepped on in the first half, and that kind of activated all the symptoms I was having. So it's going to be another painful week next week, and then hopefully start to feel a little better in the bye.
Well, the Ice Hogs picked up a big 3-2 shootout win last night thanks to a couple of their talented veteran players. The Ice Hogs trailed 2-0 at one point, but came alive late thanks to Dylan McLaughlin, who recorded a goal and an assist, and the Hogs goaltender Colin Delia stopped 31 shots, including all 4 of the Wolves' shootout opportunities. For the Blackhawks, they suffered their first loss of the Derek King era, dropping last night's game to the Oilers 5-2. The Hawks didn't stand much of a chance early on as the Oilers scored 4 goals in the first period. But despite the loss, Derek King said there's still some positives to take away.
That's a good hockey team. We got to be on our game for all 3 periods. You can't have a shift off. But then we'd come back with the next shift and we won those puck battles and didn't turn pucks over and we looked good. So we just got to figure out and how to do that for 3 periods.
The Hawks won't have long to sit and think about last night's losses. They're right back at it tonight from Vancouver, taking on the Canucks. Bulls are also in action tonight. They're back home after a 5-game West Coast road trip where they went 3-2. Tonight they'll host the New York Knicks at 7 p.m.
Candace is back with one last look at our forecast, and it really seems like you're going to go through a roller coaster with the temperatures.
Yeah, it's a lot up and down this week.
Hopefully we're seeing some more days like today, though, because it was just beautiful.
I think Wednesday will be a little bit like that. Yeah, it'll be windy on Wednesday, but we should get back into the 50s. We do have a chance for rain, though, later in the day on Wednesday night, and then Thursday for Thanksgiving, we're back down. Tonight, we are back down. Temperatures will drop back into the teens thanks to that mostly clear sky, down to about 18 degrees, but wind chills, that'll be the story tomorrow morning. Single digits, about 5 to 10 degrees. That's what the wind chill factor will be tomorrow morning. We're up to 35 for the afternoon, 16 tomorrow night. Wind will pick up Tuesday, Wednesday, and then 30s to round out the end of the week.
All right, well, thanks, Candace, and thanks for making us your home team. Have a great night.